Good afternoon, YouTube. I just wanted to make a quick video on this Chief McSween telling the public to comply with criminals. So let's have a watch, and if you like my channel, please like and subscribe, and let's watch together this atrocious speech.
Likely event that you find yourself the victim of a home invasion, we are urging citizens not to take matters into their own hands. While we don't want homeowners to feel powerless, we urge you to call 911 and do everything you can to keep yourself and loved ones safe until police arrive, and be the best witness possible. This could mean locking yourself in a room away from the perpetrators, hiding, fleeing the home, but don't engage unless absolutely necessary. When we have a weekend like we just had, it's easy to understand our community is feeling unsafe. But let me say this once again, this does remain a safe place to live. And our service is doing everything possible to investigate these crimes and to maintain public safety. But as I mentioned, it is a shared responsibility, and we need the commitment of everyone in our community, including the criminal justice system, to ensure our region remains safe and secure. In closing, I'd just like to remind the public that as a police service, our top priority is the safety of all of our communities. And I know that these incidents have had a devastating impact on the families involved and the broader community.
Do you have any concerns about the fact that the Premier is saying you should stand up for yourself and you should defend yourself?
No, I have no concerns. The Premier can make his own statement and his own mind up about that. What I would say is, as a police service, we'll follow the laws as they're written. If the laws change, we'll change with the laws. But as it stands, we know the best defense for most people is to comply. As you've just heard, a number of safety recommendations will allow for those that are victimizing members in the community to leave and not harm anyone. It sometimes can fall on deaf ears when members feel like they have to take matters into their own hands, and the only thing I'd say is, if we are going to rely on our community members to take matters into their own hands to solve this problem, we have all failed our community. So I'll leave political comments to the politicians and let them have those conversations. But for now, the laws are written, we'll follow those laws. Advice is to rely on our police service, call 911 immediately, and let us take it from there. We see more often than not, when people comply, injuries are not happening, and people are not victimized in terms of injury, or in this case, unfortunately, we've seen the loss of life in some of these incidents.
Okay, so there's a bunch of things I want to point out now that we've seen the whole clip. First of all, I will say this man is an absolute disgrace, and the fact that he talked like that is showing me that he tried to place responsibility on somebody else, place blame somewhere else, and misdirect the public into thinking that the police are not really here to keep you safe. Notice the fact that when he talks about leaving your car keys at the door, or telling the public to comply with murderers and criminals that perform break-in entry. These people are violent. These people enter our home by force. These people, we don't know if they intend to murder you or not, but if you're going to stick around, then there's a possibility you're going to get murdered. I don't care what this guy says. In fact, most of what he's talking about is an absolute lie. He's trying to tell the public you should not be concerned about public safety. You 100% should be concerned with public safety. The only reason he say that is just to mislead you again. And on top of it, people have every right to protect themselves and to protect their property and to protect their family. They have every right. If you want to break into somebody's house, then you can suffer the consequences. As far as I'm concerned, the police service, they tried to blame the politicians. They tried to blame the law itself. They are incompetent at their job, and so is this guy. This guy should be fired. As far as I'm concerned, with the whole fiasco, everything, the man that was protecting his family, he shouldn't even have died. What can they do? There's only a few moments you have. When it comes to a dangerous situation like that, they enter into your home without permission. Maybe they're armed, maybe they're not armed, but mostly, if you assume they're armed, assume the worst case scenario all the time. In that case, you have two options: surrender and die, or you can fight, or you can listen to this guy. You can flee or whatever. The way that those people, they're mentally unbalanced. They may chase you even if you try to flee from the home. They enter to steal, to kill you, perhaps to rape your children. We don't know. Mentally unbalanced people. That's the reason why the doors are locked. You have to protect yourself. In regards to this guy, if I'm really, I look at it absolutely disgusting. I think that every single one of them, let them be free to have guns. Let them protect themselves with guns. You notice an exact contrast in the U.S. in certain states. They encourage people to protect yourself. Get your guns, people that like guns. Protect your household, protect your family. That's the only way. All this talk nowadays, that political nonsense, you talk about taking away, our government talk about taking our guns away. That's a tyranny. The guns are our first line of defense. If we don't have that, then you might as well say there's nothing. You're going to surrender your household over to whomever is coming in the door. You have to have a way to protect yourself from intruders. I don't care if it's some kind of guns or some other way, but you have to be able to protect yourself from intruder to try to come into your home. I'm telling you, this is Ontario. This is such nonsense. Everybody who listened to it knows it's nonsense. It's garbage. The police are trying to say surrender to the criminals and hope that they don't do anything. They're not going to commit violence. Oh, but the guy who was murdered already, well, unfortunately, it's a fatality. There was violence. Like, what are you trying to say? How many times are you going to try to contradict yourself? I can see this guy. It's like he can barely get the words out. He must internally, I wonder how disgusted he is with himself. If I was me, I would feel ashamed to say this thing. If they give me a script to say, I'm sure that they do. He got a little paper there in front of him. They give him a script to talk about, say this in front of the public, and they try to put the public at ease, and everybody be at ease, and do your best to comply with the violent criminals, and there's nothing else that you can do, and hope that police arrive in time. You know, I'm so sick and tired of this country, man. Are you people asleep or what? You sleep behind, but you see your community being destroyed. You see criminals running rampant in the streets. I wonder if there's a single honorable policeman there who really sick to their stomach, and why aren't there people standing up in Ontario trying to fight back? That's my question. Why don't you people actually stand up for what the law really means? These guys, everything from the upper echelon down to the basic police officer, traffic enforcer, whatever, you guys are all guilty. You guys should take responsibility for yourselves, what's happening there, how bad is crime. You can blame the politician all you want. Politicians don't care either way. All they care about is being reelected. They care about a vote and try to sound good in public. But you guys are supposed to be protecting us. You guys are supposed to be our first line of defense. If not ourselves, then you guys. Some people, they're elderly, whatever, they don't have any protection except the hope that the cops will help them out. But people who have the capacity to protect themselves and their family should. That's a basic concept in any country. It says right so in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, you have the right to life, liberty, and security. Number one. I don't care how much they try to distort the law. That's your right. Life, liberty, security means protect your life, protect your household, protect your family. Your well-being comes first. I don't care what this piece of garbage says. This kind of thing make me so mad that nobody gives a damn if people die. You don't understand until it's you. Somebody try to break into your household, and then all of a sudden you'll care. But if somebody else, another fellow Canadian, nobody cares. I don't understand why nobody cares. You incompetent losers in the police force, do your damn job and help people. I see more of you people writing tickets up for traffic violations than actually trying to help the public. You people have a duty and responsibility first to helping the citizens, nothing else. That's number one priority. People die, that's your fault. Violent criminals come into somebody's house, that's your fault. You weren't there, or you responded too late, or you could have come, or whatever. The incompetence is absolutely real. There's so many people. If I was in Ontario, I'm going to create a protest against the cops for this. This is not going to stand, or it shouldn't stand. And there are people out there, they hide behind their own cowardice. They try to use rationalization to try to say, oh, it's not our fight. Yes, it is. 100% it is. Innocent people are dying on your watch, and you couldn't care less. Right up to all of it. Maybe there are good cops that care, but they have to keep quiet. They want to try to keep their job or whatever. This country is proving to me one thing. They're willing more to lie and protect themselves than they are to stand up for their fellow men. That's why people are this country is falling apart, man. There's nothing left to defend. Sooner or later, you can laugh or cry. The 51st state, I have a feeling that Canada may surrender in the future to the U.S. There's nothing left to fight for. Who stand up for Canada now? Who respect Canada now? There's nothing Canada can say to abroad or any. Nobody respects what Canada talk about. They're nothing. They talk nonsense. Who listen in the House of Commons and listen to Carney that there's something valuable that guy say? Nothing. We are willing to live in lies. That's why the media is so easy to corrupt the people here. You're willing to accept the narrative. You're willing to say, oh, but because we try to be rational, peaceful people, compassionate, that you defend murderers ahead of innocent people. You defend criminals ahead of innocent people. You want your children to be raped or murdered? I tell you, if that was my house, that guy is not going to make it out alive. I would do everything I can. He's not even going to make it past the front door. Let them try to come into my house. Here in Alberta, we really, really care if somebody tried to break into our house. I tell you, it's not going to be pretty for the guy. And even our premier said, if you don't want somebody to hurt you, then don't try to break into people's houses. Duh. Common criminals, maybe they're desperate. I don't give a damn, really. Maybe they're mentally sick. There are lots of maybes here or there. The point is, you commit the crime, try to break into someone's house, try to hurt that family, try to steal from that family. Maybe their SUV, their car, they don't even own it. They may have to make payments on it. You think you're just going to surrender it for nothing? That's my stuff. That belonged to me. I'm just going to hand it over to some loser trying to come into my house? No way. No way. You can forget about that kind of thinking. Is people like this? I wonder how much Canada is left to fight for when I see guys like this. The media promoting junk like that. This is propaganda to sell to the public. Oh, calm down. There's nothing to see here. So, I hope you can hear my anger in this video, and I hope you feel the same if you heard it. I hope you feel anger and shame that this could even happen. We're supposed to be a modern nation, but we don't even stand by basic principles of protect yourself, your livelihood, your property, protect your family above all things. You're disgraceful. I conclude with that. Please like and subscribe if you like my channel, and take care. Bye-bye.